Boker Tov, good morning. My throat is still a little scratchy from Simchat Torah. We continue with our 3-minute daily dose of Torah, preparing to begin Parshat Breishit this Shabbos. Breishit this Shabbos. And at the essence of the very beginning of the Parashah, we have the question. The Torah begins, Breishit bara Elohim et hashamayim et haaretz. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, and we are familiar with all that follows in not only the Parsha of Breishit, but in all the Torah, all of the book of Breishit, all the Parshas that will follow. Rashi begins with this question that is quoted in the name of Rabbi Yitzchak, and it's to be found in the Yalkut Shimoni. Lo hayat tzarich lehatchil haTorah ela mehachodesh hazeh lachem. The Torah only needed to begin at that point, hachodesh hazeh lachem rosh chodashim, which is to be found in Parshat Bo in Shemot. Hachodesh lachem is where we meet the mitzvos. We meet the mitzvah of the new month. We meet the mitzvah of the Karban Pesach, the Passover offering. And the question that's asked is, the Torah only needed to begin there. And clear from that question is a premise. The premise being, the Torah is a book of guidance, and it's a book of the guidance of the mitzvot, of the commandments for the Jewish people. And so why not just begin there? Why have a book of stories? And so here in this Rashi, offers one answer. That's the first commandment. Mishum. The reason why we began here, Mishum koach ma'asav higid le'amo latet lahem nachalat goyim, because of that verse in Tehillim, that God showed the strength of God's actions, and through so doing, He spoke them to His people to give them the inheritance of the nations. Oh, what does that mean? So Rashi and Rabbi Yitzchak says, ultimately, if you look at Parshat Breishit, what it's about, it ultimately leads to the promise that God, the multiple promises that God makes to give the land of Israel to the Jewish people, to Avraham and his descendants, and reiterated the Brit, the covenant that God makes with them. The beginning of the Torah is about all the nations, and God, in effect, making a determination that I'm not with them right now because of all the decadence of the world, and then the story of Noah, and then following Noah and everything else. I'm going to work with Avraham and Avraham's children. I'm going to give them the land of Israel, and hopefully from there I'll be made known to the rest of the world as well. But that's the focus. So the Torah is actually the storyline of how Israel is ours. To the rest of the world will ask you, stole the land from us. We'll be at a point right through this Torah and say, God said, God gave it to others, and then God gave it to us. Which is a very interesting premise that others would seem to care about this. But that is the first message, the very first Rashi in the Torah, that says the book of this Torah is not just a book of laws, but it's also the book of the Jewish destiny and the Jewish claim to the Jewish homeland of Eretz Yisrael. Wishing you all a good day, and myself my throat a little rest.